Would you put your hands together for Brad Collins? By the way, an excellent
Thank you.
mo.
I wondered whether I should have had a shave before this or not.
No.
Then I got lazy.
It's you. It's who you are.
I agree.
You've promised that your tour will be full of noise, all gas, no brakes, and a ton of surprises. Should we be worried about how wild they get?
It's funny. From the outside, yes, probably. But one thing about my fans is they're actually extremely respectful.
Oh.
I've stopped the show a bunch of times. Obviously, there's always going to be a few disagreements here and there. But yeah, I mean, I often stand on stage and try and tell my crowd to be kind to one another. You know, try is the main word. but no, mate, they get rowdy, but in the most positive of ways, which is really nice. It's really, really special, actually.
Well, speaking of wild times, you were just in Gympie for the Gympie Muster, famous Gympie Muster, one of the wildest sort of music events on the Australian music calendar. And you're also about to head to the Denny Ute Muster back there to do a gig. Of the two musters, which is the more wild muster?
Wild? I mean, I haven't been there in a long, long time, but I remember going to Denny Ute Muster when I was about 17 and 18 years old. Probably pretending to be 18 years old the whole time. And, man, I saw some carnage at that festival.
Were you part of any carnage at the festival?
I mean, I was a spectator.
Right, okay.
But, mate, Gympie, I mean, I haven't been to Denny in a long time, so I really can't actually answer that question.
Maybe the better question is, which one is Hing most likely to survive?
Probably Gympie, man. Gympie's actually one of those festivals where it's very much a music festival, but it'd have to be one of the best in the country to go as a punter. Whether you like country music or not, there's blues, tents, and there's all different kinds of music, but there's just so much to do. Shops to look at, so much stuff for kids, rodeo.
What do you mean? I'd fit right in at the Gympie Muster.
A bit of dust on the brow, mate.
You got a pair of boots to wear?
I could borrow Hamish's boots, I think.
I don't think you'd ever be the same again. You know, when you're an artist and you're going on tour, one of the great things is you can choose whatever's on stage with you. And I'm always surprised that people are just like, let's put a drum kit and some mics up here and that'll do us. You've got like an armchair and a bar with a beer on tap. Is that so that midway through the performance you can just kick back, get the Jason recliner back, have a few brewskis and relax?
I mean, I do that, yes. But I've just done a great deal with Mac Australia and Highway Rentals. I've got myself a semi-trailer, and what comes with that is you have to fill the thing. It's quite a large trailer. So this is why we've got the Everything I've Got tour, because I am bringing everything, and I thought if I'm bringing everything, I'm bringing a bar and I want to pour a schooner on stage. So that's
nice.
Are you driving the truck?
Well, no. I've employed a lovely gentleman to drive the truck for us, but in saying that, I have driven it the last couple of weeks because we've been touring near my hometown, and I refused to pay someone to drive a truck 2 hours, so...
Fair play.
Are you then parking the semi-trailer at your property?
No, it's not at my property at the moment. I've got to do a slight bit of landscaping for that.
Right, I see.
Hopefully in the future, but no, I've got it parked. Nice spot on the highway there.
Oh, classic.
Up near your poon. It's a bit of you know,
Like an
visual traffic.
18-wheeler or something?
Oh, it's a proper semi-trailer, mate, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do you go parking that? Can you reverse park it?
Oh, well, my rule is don't reverse. It's a pretty good one to keep you safe.
And that's how
not
we
being able
pass
to
the
reverse.
exam. Brad, you weren't always from your poon. You're a proud Jindabyne kid.
I am, mate.
So am I.
I did know that.
Just explain for everyone, because I think the story about how you got into country music is pretty great. Your parents were both swim coaches. Your dad was my swim teacher when I was a kid. And it was sort of to do with their career that kind of led you into country.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I tell the yarn that we spent a lot of time going to swimming carnivals down the south coast, Panmure and Narooma, that area of New South Wales, and it's a couple-hour drive. And my memory is there's 4 cassettes in the car, and you know, I was just a kid that sang. I sang all these songs, The Commitments and Joe Cocker, and yeah, Mum and Dad said one day, did you want to go get piano lessons? And that's where it all kind of started, yeah. But a lot of time in the car listening to Shania Twain.
And you also left out the Coyote Ugly soundtrack, which I loved. Do you know all the words?
I actually do. I don't think I've ever watched the movie, to be honest, but the soundtrack, incredible. On tape. Holden Jackaroo, if you've ever had one of them, mate.
Have you danced on a bar, though? I'm sure you have.
That's what the movie's about. I know you haven't seen it, but that's what
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is.
filling you in. I saw the eyes, and I was like, he needs to be
Yeah.
You've got to
I
see
mean,
my
I'll let your
level.
imagination. Takes me a minute to get up there. Once I'm up, I'm going out.
I think there's something when you come from a small town, you know, and you go out into the world, you sort of feel the love and support. I know, do you know how much people back home in Jindabyne love and adore you and just want you to be the best thing ever?
I mean, absolutely. It's a beautiful community. I haven't been there in quite a long time. I'm in a really strange situation where I'm very busy and the people that I really need to see, like my immediate family, come to me at the moment. I mean, I don't think the ski season was anything to be drawn to down here this year, but maybe next year I might come down for a little slide around Perisher or something like that. But I feel the love, man. It's a beautiful place to grow up, and I mean, we have no plans, but I'd love to go and play a show back at home one day.
Well, you've just made a public commitment. For tickets to Brad's
No
everything,
plans.
I've got to head to our website for details. Would you please thank the wonderful Brad Cox?